versus the only undefeated team left in Western Europe. It's do or die time, it feels like, for Nigma.
Did they put the ward from outside vision? The mid lane, if you got to see that.
I did not get to catch it. Arrow. It's going to be caught by Mind Control. Avalanche taking level 1 as Kuro is going to try and heal him up with the level 1 Nature's Attendance. Mind Control still dying, however, to the right clicks of the Tiny. GH with a decent amount of damage here at level 1, and with the boots can definitely pump it in.
They're really capitalizing on this early game.
Another arrow.
But of course with Bane and Mirana it's going to be a bit difficult. Kuroki still has Nature Attendance though, but he's not going to get a chance to use them as the Avalanche blocks him right immediately. Celery could be in trouble himself. Poison attack up to 5 stacks, and Mind Control will finish off the Bane. Obviously it's only if it's a good Vessel game, but yeah. Boom. He has been slowed now with the enchant though. Miracle has no serious chains. The arrow will cover him, and it does hit Miracle. Enough time for Boom to retreat.
So fast.
That stomp will stop the Mirana, but it's not going to be enough to finish off the Coddle. Tofu might have to sacrifice himself. He does one more leap. Also the Fairy Fire. Is he baiting up Miracle using the Fairy Fire for safety? Miracle does not care for fire as he has the Sleight of Fist himself. I mean, Celery is coming. There's a TP, so at least they want to force some kills out of this tower push. Boom joins. Illuminate can be set up on that Nightmare, so at least one of them is going to hit. Apparently both get hit.
Ace.
The Solar Bind on top of that with the Arena, but they don't get the Spear off. Mind Control will die regardless. Kuroki is able to TP for now. The damage is too high, and Kuroki will also fall. Tower does die, or Tower does fall for this. So overall, not the worst trade for Nigma, but they do lose.
Well, I actually think it's not too bad. They might just get mid. Duracho, though, defending as he's going to toss the tree after GH. That'll pick up the kill. Miracle, though, still with the Flame Guard active, doing a good amount of damage to Duracho. There's no TPs available either for him. Celery at the ready here for the Nightmare. That'll get Duracho out of a tough situation here, but 2 remnants available for Miracle. He's not going to go for the kill. He's going to make the safe play and back away. ILTW still supporting this wagon now. Celery, though, has the Fiend's Grip and might consider setting up for it. He's got Tofu nearby as well as Duracho. Grip is now going to be applied. GH has already used the Astral Spirit, so there's no chance for an Echo Stomp to save. Tiny with the DD rune and, of course, Blink Dagger can really close the door quite quickly as he does now onto ILTW, down to half HP, but the Spear will not latch onto the tree. GH threatening for the Echo Stomp here, and with the chance should at least catch Duracho, but if they also get a +1 onto Ace, Fiend's Grip is through from Celery, but he's going to die, well, actually to the Split Earth, but if not to that, it was going to be the Flame Guard of Miracle, which was still running, but it does burn the BKB duration, allowing Duracho to now find him, jumps on in, Ace trying to go for a follow-up play, but lacks the Spear to do so, and now trapped on the wrong side of the river here with some unfriendly faces, will pop his own BKB, Spear's going to whiff, ILTW is still incredibly healthy.
The lanes are always pushed. You're seeing very few people on the map, mostly just the ult ban. It's difficult.
Smoke play now for Gladiators.
Okay, good rage, but Fiend's Grip is here. Where's the Elder Titan? Who cancels this? There we go. Nice job, GH, protecting his carry properly, even more so as he behaves like a taxi right now, and should be able to get away from this. Heals are still available. Okay, GH, seeing the opportunity to counter-initiate. It's thrown up in the air. They hit him with the arrow. Avalanche as well. They want to kill GH first. Will they succeed? They will. GH is already down, but LTW starts to hit down Boom. No vision, however. Moonlight Shadow will save him for now. Duracho, he is going to hit up the Viper straight up. Duracho struggling against all this movement speed slows. They need some more initiation, but they're locking the arena now, and that means Duracho is just going to lose his first life here relatively easily. BKB activated on Ace though, and BKB is for Kuroki apparently, or Mind Control, who's been much more slowed. Boom, keeping the enemy at bay, but he's got a bit too far. He's a bit too far in, and Leicester is going to punish that immediately with a slow Celery, the next target as well. But Duracho's back with a vengeance, and he has full HP now. ILTW cannot survive the damage from Tofu and Duracho's cleave. GH trying to get some space for his teammate with that stomp. Yosef used though to stop Miracle. He can't get away. Beautiful spear on top of that, and Miracle will fall. Kuroki has also been put to a nightmare, and now he's going to be woken up rudely with a Starstorm. Do they have enough damage to bring him down though, as the Tiny has to go for GH instead? They will. Both supports fall simultaneously. Gaming Gladiators get a team wipe and 1. Yeah. That preface scared me. I thought you were going to do a rant like a typical Nigma fan, but instead they're going to try to go for a play now with a smoke. I mean, this is not a bad play, but once again, they're all too far together. The Infesta saves the Viper. ILTW is still in trouble. They do use the Arena Mind Control. Actually, he's been stopped by the creeps. Oh, despite his BKB, he couldn't get out of the arena wall because the creep wave gets stuck in the wall as well. What a way to die, Mind Control. As now the Spear catches Miracle, and that damage is too high. Duracho will deal with him easily. Kuroki's the next target, apparently. ILTW trying to fight for his team, but LTW is solo. His team's already dead. Ace is a Spear in 1 second. LTW is going to get stunned by the Avalanche. Spear not even needed, apparently, as the damage is too high.
That's at least going to be one lane of Eric's, if not two, of course, with Tiny. Of course, he does not take any prisoners on the high ground.
In general, Nigma hasn't been able to either, but at least they try, right? With his towers have to stay there and take the beating. Duracho will take down 2 sets of racks relatively easily, or at least important racks anyway.
Kuro, chase him away. Oh no, he caught an arrow.
By the arrow. Kuroki, no! I think the Illuminate kills him. There we go. And in fact, Kuroki's death sets up for the onslaught. Duracho just catches Miracle and murders him. Mind Control activates the BKB. So did Duracho here. ILTW caught by the Fiend Script. Who's going to cancel it now? They control GH. This Fiend Script's going to last forever. ILTW dies. So does Mind Control. GH will be the last victim. 3 team wipes in a row.
GG.
It's time to call GG.
What a game. What a game by Gladiators. Just they just kind of sat back.
I don't mind that though. MP is not bad actually.
Just a strange pick, right? Something that can bully TP in lane, push towers. Oh!
Ooh. Oh, that's an old boom pick actually. I love this. That's a really good Snapfire game. A Bane play in the 4 position. The plays change so much in terms of what you do with the map, even though the heroes play essentially the same. Yep, it is. The IO help. Nice. Cookie, though, they still have the consist, and they're going to use him now. Mind Control trying to at least divide these two. Mind Control juking with his best ability, and not that bad, actually, but Anchor Smash eventually gets him. Yep.
They might kill him. It's not going to be worth it.
I don't know. He took a whole... Well, he is the mid laner. Yeah, Miracle's going to die, and you're right. You don't really have much initiation potential as a mid laner unless the enemy team dives, so instead, you try to farm aggressively. Purple Summoner being used to push this tower as the Mortimer's Kisses are being used to burn down ILTW. Soul Rip is not going to heal him nearly enough. Kuroki, more than hopeful with that Soul Rip. He is in the trees now. A Boom has joined him, and Kuroki will die in the jungle. Double kill going for Duracho as Celery takes the tower.
Mind Control has the Exo active, moves to the TP back on over. Tofu on the level 4, though, can't really do much about this, though. And Boom without the Kisses, and with Nigma, of course, with that knowledge, are going to secure their second Tier 1 tower of the game.
He has Diffusal now, so... Oh, Epicenter, and they catch a Tiny. Certainly they can do Roche now. Duracho in trouble. The Tombstone's been dropped. Duracho has a lot of HP, and they lack stuns once again. The damage is higher this time. So Duracho will fall, wasting his TP on top of that. This is the opportunity to go for Roche now.
Yeah.
Ace is going to show himself. I think Ace might understand that he's dead.
Yep,
he's definitely dead. Tofu wanted to help him out, but instead reveals his position. Ace will most likely be killed here. Tombstone just to reveal vision. Tofu's TP gets cancelled, and Tofu will also die. I admire the friendship for gaming Gladiators, but I think that was a play where you just need to retreat on Tofu.
Reload coming in, Celery trying to TP away, and I think even with the overpower, they're not going to have... Ward's going to be scouted. Nigma, no.
It did. And it's only Kuroki here, not the ideal target. They know the Tombstone can still be set. Afraid of the counter initiation. Gaming Gladiators retreat. Good retreat, though, here.
Yep. Now they just need to wait out Tombstone. They're going to lose their Observer Ward on the high ground, though. And that means, yeah, Tofu is no longer confident standing there, especially as his smoke breaks, so he is going to skedaddle, skadoodle.
Ursa is going to try to slow down Celery, and now finish him off with a Furious Types. They force the Ravage with a toss on top of that, but the Enrage survives it all. Mortimer's Kisses got cancelled by the Silence as well, and Mind Control activates that Exorcism plus the BKB. Chasing down now the Tiny. What is Duracho going to do? Nothing! Stunned and killed! Boom! Also in a difficult position. Diffusal Blade got him before he could get away, so did the Earth Shock, so Boom is going to fall. And that's going to be Ace, the last core here, remaining all dead. Only support survive here for Gaming Gladiators. Control, though, much better target. Cookie is going to miss. Mind Control, able to move freely now. Use the Spirit Siphons on top of that. The BKB, Mind Control will live. ILTW has been slow. ILTW actually going in solo. They have no way of canceling this Fiend Script, so he's just going to die. No, they help him the IO, perhaps. ILTW still has the Enrage. Has still a chance, using the Enrage. Tombstone, and Miracle comes in with a Burrow Strike. Thanks to the Tombstone, they can force the fight here. Boom and Troll. Boom is going to get decimated. They're going to get rid of the mid laner from the enemy team. The rest of them scattered to the wind.
Gladiators.
Nigma, they know they want to fight near the Tombstone. Beautiful Youngster on Miracle. Stops Duracho's initiation. The IO joins in as well. Avalanche hits, but Duracho is still in trouble. He is going to be bursted down. Celery helping with a force staff, blown up by the Sand King. And that's going to be Nigma getting another really good fight for them.
It's going to be Miracle. In fact, he's thinking about going in on Duracho. I think he's just baiting me with Epicenter. There is a relocate available, actually. Enigma are now going to be encroaching upon the river, but there's going to be the Ravage. It only catches 2 because Mind Control's too fast here on the BKB. Kuro drops the Tombstone, and now in full retreat on the Gladiators. The Force Staff is going to at least get Duracho back into his own triangle and a Cookie, but Gaming Gladiators just running away. Boom, in fact, tries to TP away. His TP canceled by one of the many Yule Scepters carried by Nigma. That was actually Miracles, to be specific, but the Gladiators pop the Ravage and don't get anything to show for it.
Second time the Miracle's Yule Scepter is clutch, by the way. That was also the tiny stopping Yule Scepter. Very impressive by Nigma.
But I think Nigma knows something's not right here.
Yeah, Miracle, I think, has found out.
Boom certainly will be now by mind control.
Oh, Miracle? No, I don't know if he found out there. Mind control, nearby too. Berserk used just for Boom.
Right.
But that tower will eventually fall, even if they don't have the most push without the Exorcism. Which is, by the way, coming by. Mind control as of ready. BKB as well. They're going to go for the Enchantress. Immediately destroyed. Duracho could be in trouble as well. Silenced up. Duracho still no BKB. They activate the Exo. Time for the racks to fall.
Certainly at the very least in mid lane. That's a good toss back though. They do have Rabbit that Ace is holding on to, and there's going to be even Fiend's Grip at level 1. They can't cancel, but they can at least kill Duracho. He's got buyback here for his first life, but for now, Gladiators will conserve it as they just continue to watch the mid lane crumble. Bolstered by a little bit here is actually, I believe that's an Ench creep, which is going to be pulling the wave. Miracle has to TB back to deal with it, which does allow them to at least conserve the ranged barracks. Celery might not be as lucky, as that's another jump in from ILTW. Gets off the forward staff, and now Boom. It's a little bit too close for comfort. That's his own Yule Scepter, but doesn't have a cookie. Has the shard pushback at the very least, and with the little shredder, will quickly dispatch of the Tombstone. Duracho on his buyback now jumping in. The Ravage from Ace is good, and it gets through the Wisp and the first life here of the Ursa Warrior, but Nigma now turning the fight.
Yeah, it's a bit too late. No execution can really save you from an Ursa with 2 lives right now.
Toss?
The toss is available, though the fountain can save my LTW, though. Hasn't been tossed quite in the fountain, as Ace did get slowed. GH leaves. Relocate time down. ILTW stuck. He doesn't have a BKB. What will the rest of his team do? How much do they value?
No toss.
No, not enough. No way near enough. ILTW will fall. Nigma will decide they take the racks and leave, and he'll be a worthy sacrifice.
That's an E-Blade for Miracle. That's a Shiva's for the DP, and for the Ursa, I'd take your pick.
Boom. Okay, they did find Miracle, but the counter-nation from Nigma is coming in. Oh, the relocate's only IO, and the Ravage actually finds both, and that's going to be a double kill now. GH came in solo, and he died solo.
Yeah, best not to bring in the Ursa there, because they actually might even lose MC. Duracho could have BKB'd and tossed back, but instead ILTW is going to make the jump onto him. There's Yule Scepter number 1, his mind control. Will pop the Exo. No buyback on either of these cores, so it's a 3v5, even if they can catch up. Duracho with a nice toss back onto MC, which also slows Kuro. And I think that's going to be Gladiators disengaging from this fight fairly cleanly.
There should be 2 sound effects. Honestly.
All the vertical movement abilities are ignore status resist, Yules, toss, torrent, the other big one.
Like the up time ignores it, yeah.
Oh, Wisp.
As they get the IO, that's going to be GH dying, but LTW runs immediately, goes for Boom, the toss to the creep. Boom, unfortunately, has been inhibited. The Yule Scepter to save himself a couple more seconds, but that's not going to be sufficient. Duracho in a pickle himself. He has been scouted. The BKB is not going to let him TP because he doesn't have one in his inventory, which means Duracho is just going to be mauled down by the bear.
And that's Roche up in 18 seconds. Well, that's
such a difficult task.
It's a tall ask, but no, I just don't think you ever really get to go for it. I think, yeah, ILTW is going to take almost everything. He did pick up the cheese, but he's going to give that to the Wisp quite wisely.
Yep. And Miracle gets a free kill here on Boom. They're going to continue this with a relocate in. Grab Tofu.
Oh, they got Celery.
And the third one, it's going to be Celery. That ghost is not going to help him enough. Celery, once again, trying to create as much space as possible. Miracle helping him out, but they leave ILTW behind, and this should be the bottom racks, honestly.
It seems about impossible. Up down 34k. Aegis, X-Plus, and ILTW. Miracle still has his ulti as well. Ace conserving Aegis. They have to get everything perfect. The toss back is pretty promising. But ILTW, again, with the status resist, is just going to simply walk back towards his team. Cool. And
Epicenter also being charged. Mortimer's Kisses is being used. The Miracle thinks it's a great opportunity to initiate. There he goes. Gonna go for the Bay once again. From 100 to 0 he goes. Duracho to the BKB in time. There's Ravage as well to control the Ursa ever so slightly by LTW. Once again with a set of resistance. Unstoppable. He kills off Celery in the process. They can't really bring the Sand King down. He already has that level 25 as well. That's gonna be Duracho also falling. No Sandstorm blind, by the way, from Miracle.
No, yeah.
The 5% pulses.
I checked that, actually. I was kind of curious to see if he decided to take it, but I don't think it really mattered at that stage what he takes, because it's going to be Nigma that take game number 2 and take us to a game number 3.
Will Nigma be able to pull off a different strat and beat Gaming Gladiators, thus securing the middle spot in the table? We'll have to see. Like, you don't really use it against the healers.
Celery might be dead bottom as well as Kuro. going to be assisting ILTW, who gets that last auto attack in.
He actually died, so Duracho will get a range creep there. Yeah. But will Duracho die? We'll see now. Activates the magic stick before he gets hit by the stun. Illuminate also hits, has a fairy fire, but I don't think that's going to be enough to save him. They're going to dive the tower for this. Uses the fairy fire. That's enough to deter Nigma, apparently. ILTW trying to chase him after the tree. Celery's here back, and he activates himself. Duracho self gets immediately cancelled, though. Celery gets hit by the Illuminate, but he did have a Tango on. That's not going to be enough healing. Duracho will fall. Celery at least gets Kuroki, but Celery will die as well. And he won't be back with a TP, so it's going to be Duracho solo in the lane for a while. As the Overpower still available. Could go for Kuroki. Has 2 stacks of Furies, now 3-4. But the Weaver always has a Shikuchi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, never mind. He got surprised there. The Sentry gets him. Thanks to the Earth Shock there, they can bring him down. ILTW can control himself. Tofu still has the Boulder Smash, using for the slow. Kills GH in the process. ILTW now slowed and gaining Gladiators. Come back with vengeance. Yeah. To be honest, you could have pushed the lane even with the Rolling Thunder right now, and now your tower's done.
Yep. Nothing really that Kuro can do other than look to snipe a courier.
He tried to stick the tower. He has a swashbuckle, but Tofu also has mobility, mind control. Bit off a bit more than he could chew, and he's going to die as a result. Lays down a ward, though.
Especially with max dual breath, he is going to clear these stacks.
When you say means, do you mean like ideally he wouldn't clear them?
I guess so.
Right?
Duracho might be dead. No enrage here. His life stealing a bit off ILTW, but not nearly enough. Although the Wisp was here, but did not have tether. Was tethered to 8. Instead, they're only going to get ILTW, mind control as well. Not the greatest swashbuckle away. Ice Path will whiff, however, as it's going to be Miracle getting 2 kills. Excuse me, did you catch what was going on there?
No, I did not. I was actually watching bottom. And the mid lane won't fall just yet. Duracho's here as well.
H took those
Miracle's
stacks.
A hard kill, though.
Yeah, the Armlet's online. I don't know if you can Armlet Tofu. Ursa.
Tofu's nearby. Nice use there of the inner fire, but it's not going to be enough against
Duracho, though, he's dead. 10 stacks of spears. Alvaro doesn't know any baseball stats. He's never seen Moneyball.
I've never seen money, period. That's why you know I'm Spanish. Duracho, the Diffusal Blade is ready.
Miracle.
And he's going to try to use it against Caudle. Miracle is not that easy a target to go on. But they're committing.
They really want
They're
him.
like half committing, half not. Duracho has been baited by his own team. I mean, they can get away for now, though. They haven't over-committed just yet. Tofu will be the only target for now, as Duracho. They're trying to counter-initiate, apparently, as they see an opportunity to go for the CK, but he has the Phantasm to dispel those Searing Chains. LTW slowed down by the Inhibit. LTW will fall, as Mind Control's courier also dies in the meantime. GH will be next target, but Ace has been chased around here, and Ace will finally die. Boom, seeks a way to retreat. He still has the TP, but he's out of Remnant, so he's going to bank it all on getting no stuns.
Oh, wow.
That's going to work for him. Not enough damage, just barely surviving there. He seems like the easy hero to go on, but he'll waste too much time. He'll just run in the Macropyre, and Nigma will take way too much damage.
Miracle again nearby. That seems to always raise Gaimin Gladiator's blood pressure. In they go again. We want him. The Sacred Warrior BKBs. There's going to be the Macropyre on top. Miracle cannot Armlet toggle through this. 21 charges. Down he goes. Celery's going to get the killing blow as Mind Control rolls through the fight. Claims the first life of Fuzzy Wuzzy. Celery as well will be swept up there in the time that Duracho respawns by GH's Max Illuminates. Still 2 dead for Nigma, especially now that Kuro's actually out of Vessel charges. They basically have nothing they can do other than just focus onto him. As Kuro is going to be scouted here by the wards that Tofu placed down, trying to clear through the sentries. The miss rate, of course, no longer applies onto wards, but they will set up now, trying to get through Kuro. He's got time lapse, we'll get it off. He's in trouble here. It's going to be Tofu. Rolls back in on a Miracle, though, and there's that macro again, taking him down. Duracho with the killing blow. ILTW as well is going to be fighting. Kuro standing in Macropyre as his Mind Control. Boom going to hold him down a bit longer with the Searing Chains, as if it's not enough damage on the macro itself, but the fight being lost by the Gladiators as the relocate not in time. Duracho has fallen. Boom pulled back there by the Rift, as he is going to be chased away in the river. Mind Control trying to slow him here to a crawl. Another Reality Rift, but again, Boom having his last remnants now is going to be forced back. Buyback from Ace, however, as Mind Control with Blink Dagger in 3 seconds, but being canceled here, has the Swashbuckle rooted up, but there's just too much magic damage. He certainly will tick away. Buyback forced from Ace, at least, is a little bit more space for Nigma, but Gladiator is just playing so aggressively in this game. I love it.
There's even the buybacks to farm that they calculated with Xiaoba, and I think this was a good example of other regions starting to adapt to that too. Tofu, there's a rolling boulder. He is blinding light into safety actually, and they've rooted Miracle. Miracle is in trouble. Macropyre's been dropped, and Miracle is going to die. As they want to continue going for Kuroki. He does have the time lapse and the Shikuchi, so Kuroki should be fine. Should be fine. No, he got hit by a stun there, which he wasn't expecting. That's gonna kill him.
Tofu? Oh, he's out.
He had time lapse, mind you, but not enough time to use it. I agree. I think that they nullified the Huskers' impact by this Ags, and I mean, you've been just kind of relishing the Macropyre team fight. I think you're completely right about this. Mind Control also struggling a bit more. How Mind Control gets stunned here onto Boom. Boom does it, the BKB. Relocate's being charged. Io is not taking anyone with him. The Ice Path fails. They try to go for Jakiro first, but like I said, a bit tanky is Jakiro, at least early. Now, finally, Ace will fall. At least to the Swarm. Or no. Ace surviving, even getting rid of the bug there. And now the big bug is trying to kill him off as the tether brings him back to that place. But Kuroki is stuck now, has one more Shikuchi. Is he going to go for Ace? He's going to try, but Ace survives yet again.
It's close. No, it's close. He's ticking.
No, he hasn't died. No, the tether saves him. And now with a Blink Dagger, it's not enough.
Even too many heroes that, like, if you don't give them farm, they kind of fall off, right? Like,
yes, greed.
Sometimes greed is good, sometimes it's not. There goes Fuzzy Wuzzy jumping in again.
Okay, there's the team fight that Kato provides, but the BKBs will nullify that. GH is going to die as they break that Will-O-Wisp open. Macropyre has been dropped as well. The CK can't fight inside of it, but they got him rid of the Earth Spirit. Now they're going for the Jakiro, and they do have a chance. Miracle finally getting her to range. The Flames this time will go against Jakiro.
Good armlet.
Miracle might still die to the Angry Bear, however, a beautiful stun there will save Miracle's life, and Duracho's been sent back to the Rift. He is going to lose his first life.
Only Boom.
They have more stuns. Boom is coming by. Celery, yes. Relocate, and he comes in, but they knew this was going to happen. Celery ready to die for his carry as Duracho presses the attack button, goes for Miracle, and will get that kill as the support dies behind him. Duracho still wanting to fight this. He knows ILTW is low on mana, can't use those stuns any longer. ILTW will get the last crit though, and that's going to guarantee the kill onto Duracho, but he dies in the process. Boom surviving this engagement. Here are the TPs coming in.
GH is back.
ILTW wants to show Boom what a buyback feels like, as Boom out of mana this time has no more escapes. He is going to fall, and this fight goes both ways. Team wipes everywhere. I don't know who even wins that. There was a lucky shot there as well that kind of saved the Ursa's life, by the way, in the early. And if you saw what he went over, that was a pretty big deal. Duracho, there's the Ignis once again. He has to activate the BKB, but doesn't have a chance to for now. There comes Celery. I feel like Duracho's using Celery as a disposable save right now. Oh, no, not again. Celery wants to live this time. And in fact, Nigma feel this. They can feel his will to live, and they're going to retreat ever so slightly. ILTW gets caught, he has the BKB. He'll be fine for now. Macropyre already got dropped. I don't know if you want to push this too hard. Duracho apparently does. As he activates his own BKB with the Enrage on top of that. That's the shard. And a kill off ILTW. Well done, Kuroki. Let's get dusted. But the real target seems to be the Huskar, who's actually attacked Duracho in the mid lane, and he will get that kill. Celery couldn't heal him in time. Ace tries to finish off Mind Control. Mind Control does have the Dispel this time with the shard. Searing Chain stops that Regen Brew, and Mind Control will finally die. Ursa does buy back. Where's the TP? Where's he coming from?
He's a core.
He's coming in from behind. There he goes. The outpost the whole time. Miracle cannot survive. This Miracle will die. Kuroki, he's trying to get away, but Tofu's not letting him. Kuroki has no more time lapse. He's going to fall. Tofu barely outruns that Illuminate. And Nigma, this time, they will lose the fight. We won the early with Macropyre. If we have two, we can win the late game as well.
Miracle, what do you... That's smokes? Okay. They'll break one, but Tofu's going to find a big fan, kicks him down to the low ground. Okay, Ace is going to experience the full glory that is the Huskar X, but he has a cheese, and he is saved with the relocate out. ILTW in the meantime fighting 1v1 versus Duracho as Mind Control is assistant with the Rolling Thunder, but now that it's ended, Duracho is still on his first life, still healthy, still has Satanic. ILTW losing the fight versus Boom. Couldn't retreat thanks to the Macropyre either as GH ran down by Tofu, 3 dead. I didn't even see Miracle die. Relocate back onto Ace as Celery saves him with the cheese back play.
Okay.
Yeah.
They actually don't have creeps in base though.
Control now has a basher. Duracho as well has one of the backpack. Age is still on him for 50 more seconds. Looks like the fight's kicking off now.
Okay, BKB activated by Ace though, as he's going to
get the wisp.
The Will-O-Wisp realizes he can't. Celery's dead. But Celery has the buyback and relocate as well. Duracho finds LTW in the backlines. Ace recharges, has a second BKB now. Ace can't be killed that easily. Macropyre.
2 macros.
Perfect V of death. Miracle has to retreat. Too much fire around. LTW is already dead. And Mind Control is trying to give his team some space here. Just retreating as much as possible. Mind Control will be found though. TP cancelled and he's killed. At least the racks don't fall here, but Gaming Gladiators, they don't want to rest. They want to continue this.
Which actually keeps them alive there despite standing in, I think, only 1, perhaps 2 of the macros with that 20 talent taken. Nonetheless, second lane of rack still taken, but it seems like Nigma looking to still apply pressure, perhaps looking for a pick-off, as they have ILTW positioned around the back. They are chasing after Kuro. Second roll is going to find him here into the long duration silence from Tofu. Kuro still silenced and killed off. He's going to end up dropping here to Tofu, big fan. Ursa's still in the base though, no longer has Aegis.
Only Huskar beating him.
LTW,
Duracho.
looking again for Celery. But barracks are falling too fast.
LTW's like an offlane CK, and he's gonna succeed here. Kill Celery in time.
Good
and the
Ignis.
Ice Path now successful. They do hit the Jakiro this time with the taunt. ASAC needs to be KD right
LTW.
afterwards though, and Miracle has been destroyed. Duracho and boom! Just took him down in a matter of seconds. That was such an overwhelming amount of damage.
I think that's it. I don't know how else
Yeah.
Nigma do that. They're going to be up against Megas. They don't have really the best Megas lineup, to be honest, compared to the carries we have in the meta.
Oh, also if he's dead, he can't illuminate,
Very
so that's what
true.
we're gonna try to fix here. Tofu has another BKB. Doesn't matter though. Even if he's constantly will-o-wisped, he can just roll away right afterwards. They already killed GH. They find Kuroki as well. Kuroki trying to waste as much time as possible, but he falls as well. And Gaming Gladiators are taking game 3, and therefore the series.
Yeah, very well played. Those Gaming Gladiators continue to go completely flawless here.
I mean, is it still flawless if they lose one game in the series?
Well,
We still consider that?